Hi, I'm back again. If you've seen my previous reel, I talked about what are the important points to be kept in marriage for it to work. Today, I would like to further go ahead and say the important things that needs to be kept in mind for it to succeed. The previous one was how to make the marriage work, but this is how to make it succeed. When I talk about succeed, it means how can you be happy? Marriage is for keeps, like I said last time, maybe 40 years, 50 years of your life. And we have seen elderly people being together even in their old age. So, for a marriage to succeed, the first important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is communication. Improve your communication skill. Example, when your husband comes home from work late or he could not attend something with you guys. Maybe as a wife, you're so frustrated because you've been dressed up and you're waiting, the children are waiting, and he just comes and flops. The first thing is, why the hell can't you keep your time? Why is it always this happening in our family? We are all so disappointed. Understandable. You are frustrated, you are upset. But if you are able to tell what's behind the scene, and what's behind the scene, you're hurt. You're hurt that something continuously repeats. So if you can express that by saying, I'm hurt because it's not about dressing up, it's not about spending time ready to go, but it's about maybe I'm not important enough. Maybe my children are not important. Is that so? If that is expressed, your husband will accept in a different way and talk about it. So express your hurts. Similarly, express your happiness. How many of us express our happiness? Have you ever just gone and hugged your spouse and say, I love this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing me this gift. Or thank you so much for coming home early to spend time with the family for dinner. Or thank you so much for taking me out for a movie. We just sometimes learn to forget about it because it's part of a marriage rules. No, express your happiness. Express your hurts. Express things that make you feel good or bad. Your husband or your wife should come to know about the inner you, not the outer you. Not the outer you where the tongue is smarter, but the inner you. Where is it coming from? If you learn to express that in good communication skills, marriages do work. I think the second important thing would be trust. Learn to trust each other. And it's not easy, believe me. So what does trust mean? When you both sit and decide together that this marriage, this relationship is based on trust. We do not cheat on each other. I'm not talking about even cheating with another partner. I'm even talking about cheating with lies, with various issues, with avoiding. Don't do that. If there is a problem, discuss it. Sit down and say, I didn't like this about you, and let's deal with it. It's not about breaking up, right? Today I don't like you. I'm going to sulk for 1 or 2 days and then we'll continue with life. No, it doesn't work that way. So trust each other. Do not cheat each other, not just in sexual intimacy, but in every aspect of your life. Be open. Be transparent. If you don't like something or if you have done something which you know you're going to get brickbats from your spouse, still say it. It works because that feeling, he told me the truth or she told me the truth, makes us feel good. So keep that in mind. Trust ke baad, I feel it's respect. No relationship, whether marriage or live-in relationships or relationship between a child and a parent, adults, young adults and their parents, unless there's respect in the relationship, it doesn't work. There has to be boundaries kept. There has to be ways of expressing each other. You cannot shout at each other and say, it's forgotten now. Let's sweep it under the carpet. No, it has to be resolved. So shouting at each other or demeaning each other. How many times I've seen people demean each other in a very sarcastic and smiling way. But it's understood. The group around understands. The couple understands that I'm being demeaned. Very wrong. That respect that she or he is married to you, father or mother of your child, or a partner with whom you are living with, that respect has to be given. Do not leave it. You're upset? Go home and then talk about it. But not in front of others, by shouting, demeaning, disrespecting, not listening to what the other person says. So ensure there's respect in a relationship. There are boundaries in a relationship. I've seen many couples, one of them, because they don't trust the other one, they'll open the phone, get the passwords, open the phone, just casually saying they're trying to take a picture or, messaging to someone, and then they check all the things. Wrong. You think your partner doesn't know it? And what does it convey to him or to her? She or he mistrusts me. So where is that then? Unless trust is formed by our individual behavior and mutual behavior to each other, these things do not work. It's so easy for that guy or for that girl to take up another phone, or there are so many ways. But to avoid such things, let your trust between you both be genuine. Well, I'm going to talk about a very important part for a marriage to succeed, and that's flexibility. What do you mean by flexibility? When you compromise. See, every time what your wife does or what your husband does is not likewise. You people are coming from two different houses, two different ways of bringing up, maybe two different kinds of environments and thoughts, ethics of various kinds, and you expect both of you to be put into one place and says, live together happily. No. So what is important? It's being flexible, accepting each other's faults. Yes, she is going to be like this. Sometimes I cannot change her. So I will change my perception about that situation. I have had one couple who came to me saying, we want a divorce because we do not meet at the same level. Ma'am, my husband just throws his towels anywhere he likes. He doesn't clean up the place, wet towels on the bed. And the poor guy might be trying, but that's how he's brought up. It will take time for him to change. Or, ma'am, my wife refuses to give me coffee in the morning, and I'm used to having coffee in the morning. My mom used to give, but she refuses to give. She says, go take it yourself. Flexible. If she is like that or he is like that, be flexible. Change your perception. Change your thoughts. Change your attitudes. Saying, it's okay. Is it the end of the world, what he or she is doing? No. But maybe you can go and make that coffee and both of you sit together outside and have. Or perhaps ask someone to pick up those damn towels. After all, why I'm talking about this is there are very simple, small reasons why people are now looking for final separation. So do not do that. Like I said in the last reel of mine, shared responsibilities, similarly shared goals. Have shared goals. Have long-term goals and short-term goals. Sit down and talk about it, especially when there's no anger, no conflicts in the environment. What are your common goals? Number one. What are we long-term goals? How many, like for example, long-term could be how many children ultimately we want to have. Think carefully. Some of you start that thing with say, let's have 3 children, and then after the first child you realize, oh God, it's too much. So, logical explanations, shared goals, long-term goals, short-term goals, like how much budgeting per month do we save? If both are working, fine. If one is working, fine. How much budget we save every month? When do we buy that house of ours? When do we buy a new car? So these are short-term and long-term goals. Discuss so that neither of you have high expectations saying, I thought after marrying you I'll have a nice big car, or I thought I'll stay in a beautiful apartment, now look at this and all. No. No high expectations. Expectations that were discussed with each other. Then conflict resolution. Most important. You have come to me as a counselor because there are conflicts between both of you which you're not able to resolve. Why me? You take that decision that when there is a conflict between both of us for any reason, first and foremost, wait for the anger to come down. When you're angry, when you're upset, when you feel demeaned, you are not ready to listen. The emotional connect is disconnected. But once it's over, maybe by the end of that night, if you have time, or maybe in the morning if you have time, then take that decision, we discuss about it. And when you talk about the problem, guys, don't just talk, you did this, you never listened to me, you did this. Talk about the inner feeling, why you were hurt, why you felt that was not, did you feel disrespected? Or did you feel, I'm not important, I'm of no value, my opinions are not of value because I'm just a housemaker or a homemaker? Or though I'm working day and night just like you, I'm not given that value? Express those and deal with it. So when I talk about the communication skill, this is communication. You listen to what's behind a person's expression and then deal with that. Believe me, it's the most beautiful way to solve a conflict. Then egos don't come in. Egos come in when you say you. Egos don't come in when you say I feel. And I understand now how you feel. So keep that in mind. Last but not the least, I feel external influences. Reduce it. Yeah, there are people around because of their experience. They will tell you this is better way to do, that is better way to do. And no one means ill, especially your immediate relations, immediate family. Your immediate family could be your siblings, could be your parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles. No one wants bad for you. But sometimes their viewpoint might not be the one that works for you both, because you know where you guys are going wrong. So listen to it. Do not disrespect them there. But you both have to sit and resolve your conflict. And maybe from experience what they said, use that. Use that. But it should be a mutual decision. Let's use these. Okay? So how you deal with external influence is also important. I've heard where a husband goes and tells his wife, even my parents feel that you don't do these things. You're not taking care of the children the way it should be taken care. Or a wife comes and says, you just do your own work, your office work. You're not participating in anything that I want. You are on your own. You don't listen to me. These are expressions of frustrations which has a different body language. Listen to that, not what he or she is saying. So, but ultimate decision should be taken not by one person in a partnership, whether marriage or live-in, but by both of you, which is mutually benefiting. And the most important is intimacy. Do not neglect that. Intimacy, not only I'm talking about the sexual intimacy, I'm talking about emotional connect. How you talk to each other, your body language connect. How in a big group, a party, when you look at each other, that connect comes in, that smile comes in, that says, I value your presence. I value what you're saying. That is beautiful. So guys, when these things are consciously done, when marriage, the partners are consciously working on this partnership, the most important, most beautiful partnership, because it begets children who continue with the generations and their role models are you. Believe me, marriages succeed. Thank you.